Everyone owes themselves a visit to the doctor. When's the last time you visited the doctor? If you don't have a doctor, I highly recommend Dr. Mario because he's here to cure all your illnesses on the NES. Now look, I don't like going to the doctor as much as the next person, but hey, Dr. Mario, that's a doctor I can get behind. Listen, I'm out here reviewing all my NES games. I got tons. I started with Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. Stay tuned for the journey. There's a lot more to look forward to. Subscribe, motherfuckers! In the meantime, let's take a look at what Dr. Mario has to offer. Alright, so look, I don't think Dr. Mario is like a new game to anyone here. It's pretty common on the console, but it doesn't make it any less good. This is a fantastic puzzle game. It's kind of Nintendo's response to Tetris. In the game, you basically could play through 20 levels and you can adjust the speed and even the songs that play, very much in the vein of Tetris. There are two options. It's Fever, Chill, or no music. Spencer, I see you. I personally like Chill. I'm a chill guy, but also Fever is good too. When you get into the meat and potatoes of this game, it can be deceptively simple. It's actually not that easy. There are 3 viruses that you need to eliminate: yellow, blue, and red. What is it, COVID? I don't know, but you got to get rid of it. It's illness and you want to be healthy. And the further you get into the game, the more viruses will be on screen. So once you get to level, let's say 12 or so, it starts picking up. In the beginning, it's like 1 or 2, and then later on, it's tons. And that could be difficult, even with the low speed. What's tricky is, even as you make it to the later levels, even with that low speed, it changes drastically. So you're constantly playing this battle in your head of, you know, where do I place this? Is it going to align nicely if I tilt it left or right? I do kind of like it with comparison to Tetris, because Tetris, the blocks don't fit in too well, versus with Dr. Mario, it's simple horizontal or vertical alignment. But it's not easy because you won't always get the matchup you want. And you're doing this in a quick, fast-paced environment. You know, I know people like to dunk on puzzle games, but honestly, puzzle games are some of the most fun and engaging games you can play. Dr. Mario being one of them. This is iconic in a sense. You know, a lot of people have memories of playing Dr. Mario on the NES. I don't, but I did own it for the Game Boy. I think that was a pretty famous version as well. I genuinely like this game, although I suck at it. I got as far as level 15, and you know, I think one of the tricky things is you could be playing a great round, and all of a sudden, you just screw it up, and it just becomes a chain effect of screw up after screw up. Despite that, I do think this is one of the most completable games on the NES. It's, you know, it's got a clear objective. It's got 20 levels, play through all of them, and you can consider this the game beat. You know, I could say that this is more beatable for me than most NES games I own. Granted, I got as far as level 15 goes, but I'm just playing casually. But I am having a good time with Dr. Mario. I think you can't go wrong with Dr. Mario, which is one of the great things about it. It's not my personal favorite, and I do put Tetris above it in terms of enjoyment, but I respect it. I respect the legacy of Dr. Mario, and I highly recommend The Doctor. Check him out.